So when did you start playing basketball? Like, what age did you pick up the basketball?
Well, I picked it up at the West End right here because I live by the West End, the park right here, at about maybe 10, 11 years old.
10, 11 years old. I We're interviewing Lewis Darby, all-time leading scorer at Niche. Now, I want to get the record straight. You average. They said they have it on there. I think it was 36,
Something like that.
30 something a game.
No, it wasn't. See, every once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
my coach, he would tell me, because really it was my team, but Tree, Jerry, Zach, Congo, we all was ball players.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
they look up to me because I was older than them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, when it came down to it, see, we went and played against some white boys one time, like an all white school.
Remember the name of the school?
It was in Lafayette somewhere,
STM?
No, not St. Thomas, no.
Okay.
No, but I'm saying it was a prejudiced school,
Okay.
and they called us a nigger.
Okay.
So Coach Lonson knew me.
Yeah.
Really I would offended because I'm down with my people,
Absolutely.
and I told him, I said, you know what, Coach, I said we're gonna beat these dudes here by 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna show them if we some niggas, we gonna be some niggas to beat the hell out you.
Well, hold up. That game. So, was it a pack game?
Huh?
What that? You remember that game?
No,
like,
it was like in a tournament. We were playing for the finals.
Okay.
But they was like, when they called me the name, Coach Lonson said, from now on, when we come down court, just get a ball to Lewis. Okay. So in other words, me, I can score on whoever. Only person I could defend me was the best player I played with, Jerry Mitchell. But I would never tell him that. But I'm just saying, in other words, Lonzo told us, we beat these guys.
Yeah.
They scored 40 points.
Uh-huh.
We scored 140. And then you know what? He took me out the game.
How many points you had that game? Do you remember?
I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie. I had over 50 points. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school. But all he told him, when we get down, coach, just get a ball to Lewis. And they're gonna call him a nigga, we're gonna act like there's some niggas. Okay? So I went off. Because, he gave me the opportunity to, show them, it's not about color.
It did. So you started playing at 10. Did you start playing baseball first? Or did...
Well, baseball, I think I was playing first because my dad was always on me about baseball. Cause, I had a scholarship to go to Southern and Grambling in baseball.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I refused the scholarship. And, really my daddy, he had told me, he said, Louis, you're a better baseball player, but I liked it basketball.
But the basketball was your thing.
I mean, you got all them people,
How was it? So how was the scene in your time, basketball-wise, as far as like you said, all the guys you played with? Were there some guys that didn't make it to high school that you thought would have been better or a better fit on the team if they would have made it to the high school level?
We have a guy named, they call him Ploko, Nazi. He was a ball player. But if he would have played with me, me and him together as guards, I'm not taking nothing from Congo, because Congo was tough. But I'm saying he was like defense, offense, and everything else. But I can't get his last name is Broussard. That's Bull nephew.
Oh, I know Nas.
Nas.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he lived in Oakland.
Okay.
But me and him, we was like two peas in the pot. We used to battle with each other, He beat me sometimes. Most of the time, I beat him. Because, like I said, I was a lot quicker than him, but he was a hell of a ball player.
So I'm going to skip up a little bit. So middle school, high school area, but mostly high school. I want to get to the point because Jerry said this, and I just tell anything I want to back up. He said in y'all time, it was almost 3,000 to 4,000 people coming to y'all game.
Yeah, right there at junior high. Right, they call that Anderson. Well, Anderson that was Jonas Henderson Senior High.
Okay.
For the black people.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, we were when we came there, I was in the 7th grade, and we integrated. So we had to go to Lloyd G. Porter Stadium over there by the white people. So when we went there, we still, me, Jerry, Kimmel Pope, and Zach. That was 4. And from 7th grade right there, we stuck together. You know, and like I say,
how was that the integration process? Because you say you are integrating in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, but we was fighting. It was bad. But see, one of my best friends was a white boy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was playing basketball with me. You know, his name was John Shetlenberger.
Okay.
And you know, but I'm telling you, he was tough. Just like Ploko, Nazi. If we'd have had John Schellenberger or Nazi on our team when we had the team at senior high when I played, it wouldn't have never been nobody to beat us. See, like Brother Martin, Bastrop, them schools from New Orleans, they was big. They scared people because of their name.
Okay.
But when you came down here, you had to play. It don't matter about no. I don't fear nothing but God.
And I mean, how bad was it as far as like you saying like when the integration was it a lot of fighting? Was it a lot of riding?
Well, we ride the Kenwood Pope. He dead today. That's my boy. We talking about basketball. He the one started the ride. He slid like a white boy.
Did the white boy? Oh, the white boy said.
The white boy said something about niggas, and he slid like the white boy, and that's when the fight started. When everybody started fighting, and when we started fighting in the 7th grade, no, the 8th grade then. They had freshman highs, the 9th grade. They started fighting over there, and then when they found out they were fighting at freshman high, senior high started fighting. So it was like, you know, it was a racial thing back then. You know, it was that's just the way we had to get along with the people now.
How long it took to it became? How long did the fight last until it became like, all right, not civil? Did it take some time?
Well, it took a little while because you know, and believe it or not, I wasn't never prejudiced.
Yeah.
When we got to senior high, from the 8th grade to senior high, when we used to be at senior high, you know, we didn't tell nobody. I'm telling you some confidential information. We used to have a day called Patty Day, where if a white boy come in the bathroom on our side, everybody had to turn and slide it. Now I'm gonna tell you, I hit a white boy one time looking like my fist went in his head, and I got scared because I thought I had to kill a dude. You know what I'm saying? But that's how soft they was. But you know, not to get on the internet.
No, I understand.
No, you know, because my uncle, he's younger than he like 3 years younger than you, and he said they was still fighting at Nish. Race fights at Nish, and he 3 years after him.
Yeah, it was.
What was the whole issue? The white folk just really didn't like you that much. Was it that bad?
See, in Louisiana, not Louisiana, period, but you know Iberia, Louisiana. They got some racist stuff going on over here that you don't even know. I work at the police station. Okay, I was in jail. I work at the 911 building. I seen some stuff that nobody would never be able to. I can't talk about it on.
Yeah, no, you don't gotta bring that up. But
I'm saying, you know, as far as for, you know, I watch races, you know, because that was like, they wasn't just beating white people, because they wasn't. They was beating black people. And see, when Jerry was a sheriff, he used to tell me, he used to beat the white boy, take their dope and all kind of shit. You know, as a sheriff, he was Romo right-hand man.
Yeah, okay.
But you know, because me coming from California and all, basketball player and all, I came right down that road right over here.
Yes, sir.
That little street where they blocked off. And Jerry, you know, I didn't know he was a sheriff or he was a police, but he had heard I was coming to town because my boy to do that told me. That nigga stopped me over there, man. We started throwing dope out the car and all kinds of shit. And look, he said, Lewis Darby, get out the car. I said, hold up, how that man gonna know my name? You know, I said, hold up, that sounds like Jerry Mitchell. And sure enough, that was Jerry. He said, boy, go pick up all that shit.
Man, now you brought up Jerry. The year y'all, because Jerry brought that up. The year y'all lose to Brother Martin. What year was that for you? Your sophomore year, junior year?
The year we lost to Brother Martin was in 1973.
That was your junior year in high school?
Yeah, junior.
Why y'all thought y'all couldn't beat them? Were they better than y'all?
You see, in other words, well, I don't want to make an excuse for Jerry.
No, Jerry said that he had a bad shooting night. He had a bad shooting night that
we
night.
was playing on the Blackland Coliseum. They wasn't used to jumping or shooting. See, it had Jerry shot off.
Why y'all didn't play it at y'all school? Why y'all played at the Blackland Coliseum?
Well, that's where The playoff
is
would
this
go.
our 28 thing?
Yeah, so the Cajun Dome wasn't built,
I got
and what happened is the Blackham Coliseum, it was notorious because of this roof. It'll throw your depth perception off.
I got
So if you had a certain vision,
Yeah.
you could get your shot off unless you
See,
practiced
me, it
before.
was good for me because I jump high.
Okay.
You know, I'm jumping off the float.
Mm.
But see, like Jerry and them, it kind of threw their shot off.
Okay.
Him and Tree.
Yeah.
You know, really and truly, I would score like 21 points every game. If
Okay.
I wanted, I could score more.
Mm.
But most of the time, that'd be my little average. You know, 18 points, 21 points. Because I could have scored, but I made sure Jerry scored. I made sure Congo scored. I made sure Tree scored. Zach wasn't no scorer. That was our bully.
In your
Use him
opinion,
for picks.
in your opinion, your team in Nish's history, do you think y'all had the best team with no
Now, let me
one?
tell you something. We would have beat. Well, I don't want to say it. If, you know, like the team that won the state championship.
Yeah.
We would have wore them out.
No, Jerry said that St. Augustine. He said St. Aug won it that year, right? That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, won it. But then the next year, basketball won it. Because
Who y'all lost to the next year?
basketball,
Bastard. That was in the semifinals again, or y'all made it?
74. But we had made it to the final.
Oh, y'all made it to the finals.
Yeah.
Damn. So what happened then? They was that team. They was
Well, that team wasn't better than us. You know, like
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
they outplayed us that day.
that. Mhm.
Okay, you know, like I said, someday you have a bad day. I ain't never had a bad day. God forgive me. Because you know, if I really want to score
Yeah.
or do what I want to do,
Mm.
I almost could have just do it. But you know, like I used to, I played a lot with players that I made a player,
Yeah.
and everybody that come up in Dodge City,
Mm.
Elton Alexis,
Mm.
and all them Alexis boys,
Mm.
you know, all of the athletes that came from New Iberia, right there, I taught them.
And your, how did you get better playing basketball? Did you just play all day? Did you work on your game?
I
Or
played
what?
every day. I live right there, man. And I would walk over here.
Mm.
My mama, she'd fix me something in the morning to go to eat. And I eat my food. And I go over there from 9 o'clock. They were over Mr. Smith and Coach James. They even ran the pool right there.
Mm.
You know, they was over there. So I would stay there till lunchtime, maybe about 11:30. I might come home. If my mom ain't got nothing to cook or whatever, we might go get a bag of chips. Might go to the store and steal something, you know, and stuff like that. You know, 'cause, you know, we're some good thieves. You know what I'm saying? We get hungry, we go get ham, bread, ruffles, chips, bread. We had errands, you know, we used to do.
And then come right back. What time did the park
We
close?
come back over here after we eat them ham sandwich. 1 o'clock, we right back out there and we play till the park closed.
And at that time, park was like what, 9?
I don't know. I think it was like back then it was 8 o'clock.
And so from
But
basically,
it really back then it hadn't got dark yet.
Yeah.
But
So
because
basically-
we had to make it home before dark.
Yeah.
That's the way my parents was.
so basically, you in the gym for like 7 hours a day, every day.
Every day except on Sundays.
Mm.
We had to go to Bible study and
Yeah,
church, and you know my parents they was deaf on that because my daddy was a deacon and my mama she sung in the choir.
Did you sing in the choir? Did you do?
Uh, See, like my little boy,
Yeah.
right there. I can bring him over here right now, and you might make a video of him that you can get paid. Because I'm gonna tell you, he can sing Christian music by heart.
Oh.
You know, and once he gets serious into it,
Mm.
you know, after I get through it, I'm just gonna show you. You ain't got to put it on
No.
camera or nothing, but he got that talent. And my little girl, the little girl they sang together.
Did and this, what's a player in the NBA that you think, if you compare your game to, were you like an Allen Iverson type of player? Was there a player that you say that's kind of how I play? Like,
Well, I played a lot like Walt Frazier and Earl Pearl Monroe.
is those guys your favorite players?
Well, my favorite player was Michael Jordan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, Michael Jordan, that was another level.
There's nobody that ever came that you
I don't
thought.
think, let me tell you something.
Mhm.
There's not many people can compare with Michael Jordan. You know, they say LeBron James is a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Kobe Bryant, after time, the game gets slower.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So when Mike was going out,
Mhm.
people like Kobe, Magic Johnson, well, he showed off on Magic and Bird. But I'm saying, you know, it ain't too many people can beat Michael Jordan.
I agree with you.
And see, that's the way I play.
Mm.
If you play against me, if I'm like me and you, one-on-one,
Mhm.
we gonna play one-on-one. Okay? Any means necessary. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna let you beat me.
You said something interesting in the car because I graduated from Cali High in 2015, and I played at Nish my freshman year. I played 1 year. I was able to get a banner. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know Keith Cormier.
Do I know you?
He went to Cali High. He
Probably.
was, I think, one of the first black football player and basketball.
No, he wouldn't. No.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, all
So
right.
you said they had the first black athlete to go to Cali High. What's his name?
Keith Cormier.
Can you call me? Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, was he good at basketball too, or he was just?
Well, his people had money. God forgive me for saying it like that. Well, if your people got money where they could send you to a Catholic school, they didn't want you to get in trouble. Back then it wasn't about the trouble, but I'm saying they figured it was better for their kids.
Was there a lot of black kids going to Cali High at that time?
No.
Like,
I mean,
maybe less than 10?
See, Cali High, it was really all boys.
No, yeah, it was all boys school.
And then they had Montgomery, that was all girls.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they put them together.
What year they put them together?
Do you
Just a
remember?
guess.
I really think it was around 78.
Yeah. No, you might be right.
Okay.
Somewhere might have been around there because I graduated, went to college, and I heard about they had all back with each other.
So then, when so in your high school career, was you getting recruited like that? Was a lot of colleges hitting you up?
Man, I went to Panama City, Florida. I went to New Jersey. I went to Southern. I went to Grambling for baseball. Like they was interviewing me to play, but see, this little town. Well, how would you put it? If you don't know nobody,
But I mean, a guy that's averaging
I
36
mean, you
points.
good, you
Yeah.
can be good. Man, let me tell you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he coached my son at Long Beach State.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. He said something. The best basketball player is on the street.
Mm.
And I believe that because some of the boys I used to play against that I know was tough, like Calvin Johnson, Luther Brennan. That's before my time. Jake Duraw, and people like that. I knew they was good, but I never considered them better than me.
So you went to where you went to college? You graduated.
I went to school in southeastern Louisiana.
And then
I went there for 2 years. My first year I got there, how you be a freshman, you red shirt.
They couldn't play.
Yeah.
that was
In their time,
Yeah.
you couldn't
No,
play
you
as a
couldn't
freshman.
play.
Even Kareem,
Yeah.
he couldn't play as a freshman.
Good as he was. Yeah.
yeah. It's
And I mean, I could beat the dude who was starting off any day, but I was a freshman. So they red shirt until,
Next
I had a 5-year basketball scholarship. I
okay.
went there for 2 years and I left.
Why you wound up leaving?
Well, see, Ernie Lonson and my first coach was his friend. That's why I went there, because I knew how he coached and he wasn't prejudiced and stuff like that. So when I went there the first year, we didn't do too good. I was a freshman. They wasn't playing me that much, but they traded him from the school, and another coach came, and he was a racist son of a
So I
gun.
want to act. I didn't think about that. So going to think about certain colleges you were thinking about playing, you had to think about the coaches that were there because they could possibly be racist, and then
Yeah,
You
well,
wouldn't
see,
play.
when I even went to Panama City, Florida, a junior college, I went to 2 or 3 junior colleges. I went way up to New Jersey. They was recruiting me to go play ball here, play ball there. But I went to a lot of camps, and all the camps that I went to, we won the tournaments. But
there was people coming.
it was
pick you
me,
up? Okay.
not.
But let me ask you this: so when you say you went to the camps, how rare was that for players when they made it to go to camps? Like that's where all the best players went in high school.
Well, in other words, it was like
Okay.
from a different state.
Yeah.
Like Chicago,
Mm.
New York.
Mm.
Big states like
Mm.
L.A.
Mm.
New York.
Mm.
You had players come from these places, but them players wasn't better than the country people. Like people like us,
Mm.
this is something we did every day. In the city, they might have a gym here and there, but they couldn't play ball like.
So how
Because
you,
of the weather, y'all had the better
Yeah.
weather.
so how
Yeah,
you was
that-
getting there? Was there somebody come and pick you up? Or
Oh
your
yeah,
mama bring?
somebody always came pick me up
Okay.
because I was good.
Mm.
Not to brag.
No,
man.
no.
Well, that's the only way.
No, that's the only way. Look, let's cut to semantics. Anybody's averaging over 30 points in high school, then you make weight. I'm saying because you make waves. Was there a big school recruiting like a Georgetown or like a Duke?
No,
No.
you see, that's why I say back then
Mhm.
you had to know somebody.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Yeah, I'm just wondering. So with those schools back in the day, did they have like a quota, like only 2 black kids on the team at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something since he brought that up.
Yes, sir.
Coach Owen Alonso,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he called me in a meeting one day.
That was y'all head coach. Okay.
Yeah, head coach,
Mm.
and he was the principal of Nick.
Mm.
But he told me, he said, Lewis, some white people is on me about starting 5 black. I said, what? Starting 5 blacks. I said, what you mean? They want me to start Scotty Dugas over Kilmer Pope. I said, that ain't gonna happen. I said, because if that happened, we all walking off the court. The best man gonna play on this court. When Scotty time come, I don't care if he white or whatever, black, he gonna play. And Scotty, he was under me. And I used to wear him out every day, but I'm just saying, I taught him. But he wouldn't want to start in front of Kilmer Pope because he know they're gonna start some trouble with Jerry. Because Jerry was a militant.
Mm.
You know, when it come down to something like that, oh no.
I not even think about it.
I answered the coach and I told him, I said, Coach, if you do that, you're not gonna have a team.
I do want to ask you this now, because y'all integrated. How was that process when y'all got to practice, right? Because now it's a bunch of white guys, it's a bunch of black guys.
Oh yeah, but the white boys, they back up, they respect us who we was. The white
Oh, so
boys
it wasn't no issue. They knew what it was.
No, the white boys that played behind us, they already knew they wasn't.
But how was their parents, the outside?
Oh, they loved us, man. I'm gonna tell you, them people used to come pick me up, take me to their house, take me shopping, you know. But
this is after all the riots, though. I guess not the
No,
riots.
during.
the ride. That's during the ride.
Man,
Man, let me tell you something. They came pick me up I was in the 9th grade.
Yes,
That's
sir.
when it was only freshman high.
Yes, sir.
They used to come pick me up to go play with senior high.
Wow.
But I still had to wait,
Mm.
you know, until I got there to start. They
Yeah.
wouldn't start me in the freshman because that was really illegal by taking me in practice with them. But I would wear them out.
And so
And I was good at young man.
so basically winning and wanting to win outweighed the fact that racism was a thing.
Well, this is what Jared was saying, and I want you to comment on that. He was talking about this is the first time New Iberia had won.
Yeah.
So those people were willing to do anything.
Anything for us.
I got you.
Man, let me tell you something. We took the teams from when Nish and all them was playing. When we got there, they used to be like 40 and 40, win 40, lose 40. When we got there, we played 82 games a season. We beat 80 or 81.
All right. So let's jump back. So all that happens. You go to Southeastern, you leave, and you go meet Jared, right?
Yeah, we went to USL. But see, Jerry wanted me to come when they had Larry Ford. But see, Dwight Lamoy got in trouble.
Yeah, you said you went to meet Jared. How was that experience, those 2 years?
Oh, but I'm going to tell you, see, if me and Jay were to hook up again, see, they wanted to really make a package deal with USL. But see, when Dwight Lamoy got in trouble, you know, they remember Dwight Bo?
Yeah, what? I just found out. Yeah,
He
that's
got
right.
in trouble. They put him on probation. So that made Tree don't go there because they was going to get a package deal. Me and Tree and Jerry.
Oh, y'all always gonna
We
go.
always going to go. All three
Because
of them.
remember, Zach is the football guy.
Yeah.
Zach, he was football.
Where did he go for
He
football?
went to Tulane.
Okay. Was it?
He even went to, I think he went to
Giants or
Pros,
something?
The Giants, yeah, something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
Okay. So, well, let me ask you this: you planned? Was the goal to go to the NBA for you? Did you believe that? Even though you 5'9"?
Believe it or not, I played against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I played against Jamal Wilkes. I played against Norm Nixon, Michael Cooper. You know, because when I went to California after I left college, they used to have a little camp thing they used to go to, and they used to be over there. Cause they asked me, and said, man, what school you come from? I said, New Iberia. He said, New Orleans. I said, no, New Iberia. You know, like, they don't really know New Iberia, but they said, man, you got to be on somebody's team, you know. But I told them, I said, well, you know.
So those guys, when you're watching those guys, when you went play against them, how was that experience? Was still able to hold your own? Like,
Oh, yeah, but, you know, I mean, not as tough as I was out here. They was a lot taller than I am, but I still can get around them and go over them. You know,
Well, let me ask you this: did you ever run into Raymond Lewis? Because I always heard about him. He's like a LA legend, street ball guy. Okay.
I heard of the name, though.
Okay.
but when you played against Kareem and all those guys, the boys, like you knew, oh, these guys are another
Oh,
level.
yeah, but see, man, I know not to just go to the goal. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was 7'4".
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I took it to the extreme. If I'm gonna go against him, I'm gonna shoot from way over here and have to shoot it up a little bit higher because I was small.
Yeah, but still, did you think even after that, you still felt like you could have went to the league?
Oh yeah, I could have played in the pros.
You
know what I'm saying?
What you think with what did you think stopped you from getting to that level, to the league level?
I went to the wrong school. Excuse me.
What school you think you should have went to?
Well, if I would have went to a bigger school, you know, even though they would have redshirt me, sooner or later they were gonna have to let me, you know, shine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, like I say, going to that little school, and it was prejudice. The school, but I took a chance because of the coach, you know, Alonso, that was his, you know, friend, and I knew he was gonna take care of me. But when they got rid of him, that kind of spoiled my appetite.
How you think? Do you think a lot of players in that era got lost in the system like you did? That was probably really good but since the racial barriers, they didn't get the opportunity to go out there and shine and all that stuff.
Yeah, see, like I was saying, back again, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like, you know, my son, he went to Long Beach State. California. When you leave here, look him up on there. He played for Long Beach State. That's Lewis Darby Jr. I taught him everything I know. You know, he was like him. Wherever I go, but he wasn't better than me. He was taller than me. But he vertical jumped 46 inches off the ground, and he was 6'8".
Yeah.
6'8".
Yeah. He was tall.
Look, when you can look it up on your phone right now. Look, go to Lewis Darby Jr.
Oh, I watched the game where he was in the dunk contest. I think he went.
I was in Atlanta with him.
Okay, he went through his legs. I
go
think.
Back over there.
This is a question I wanted to ask you. You ever thought going like overseas and playing? Was that even a thought for you?
Well, see, back then it hadn't started yet.
Okay.
See, when I was coming, see my son, that's where he went. He went to Germany. He went to couple, you know.
He went to a few places.
He went to a few places. I just can't think of it right now.
No, it's all good.
But I'm just saying, he went and he used to show me pictures and stuff. Remember when the big TV was coming out, remote control, this and that? He showed me a studio. Them people would treat him like Kobe Bryant, he's saying out there. You know, but with the money, see, our money is 15 times more.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So, you know,
and so
the money he got over there, or whatever, that was love. Okay.
So after college, what was the process after college for you? What was after you finished college? You went to school for what? You went to school for law enforcement too, or no?
No, after I left college, I went to California and I started working at General Motors.
Okay.
So we won the championship at General Motors. You know, wherever I went, I always played on the champion team.
So what kind of parts y'all made over there?
Well, back then it was IROC, Camaros, Z28.
Oh, so y'all was making vehicles.
Yeah, vehicles.
So, what port that was, or what place that factory was in?
A GMC. That's
no, I know it's GMC.
It's in Van Nuys, California.
Van Nuys. Okay, all right. The Van Nuys plant. Okay.
Yeah, go take that. Go stand over there. Okay. Get that long. Well, just go over there and play with your friends.
No.
Just go around the waltzes.
Well, look, this is really my last two questions. Really, all I want. Now you saying when do you get back to New Iberia? When you come back to New Iberia?
Well, see, when General Motors, you know, they were shutting down in Van Nuys, California, I took the buyout. You know, because I was getting in a lot of trouble.
Why they were shutting down?
Well, that's why I asked them. So, California, a lot of the migration, they came from Texas and Louisiana. So a lot of these Cali people are from Texas and Louisiana. They went out there for the plants. So a lot of those race rides that came from people that worked at the plants, and they would shut down the California plants first. That was all the black people. So that left black people, a lot of black people in those communities. Started the crack epidemic because they shut down all
of out of job.
The jobs.
You said you were getting in trouble, like what got you?
Man. I'm 2 P's in the B, Tacoma, Paru, blood for life, for Jesus now. But I'm just saying, I was out there
just doing your thing. And so
I mean, you know, turf, man. You know, red and blue. I'm with the red.
I got you.
I'm with the red now for Jesus. But I'm just saying, you know, I don't gang bang or none of that. But if you make it over 25 years old in California and you gang banging, you're a blessing. And I'm 71.
Did you run into one of those originals guys? What was it?
Crips.
He talking about the original Bloods and the original Crips. You know, like Raymond, you know, Washington.
You see all them guys right there?
And-
When I was up in the county jail, I didn't see them personally. You know what I'm saying? But they was in the same jail where I was. Like Charles Manson, me and him.
You talking about the Twin Towers?
Yeah, Twin Towers.
Okay, all right.
That's it. Right there in L.A.
Wait, you said Charles Manson, you was in jail with him?
Me and Charles Manson was in jail in Solidad Penitentiary.
Because they had to ship him first. So
Thank you.
before they shipped him, which was about
They had
7,
to-
8
they called
years.
it,
Did you talk to him?
No, he wouldn't say nothing to me. I wouldn't say nothing to him. But you know, a lot of people would say, "Don't look at him." Man, I look at that motherfucker like just like I'm looking at you.
Did he?
He wasn't
Did
no
you know
threat.
what he did at that time? Like, did you know?
Yeah, but that's why I was against him.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And he was a
he didn't
racist,
really
too.
kill nobody, but he was racist.
Yeah.
See, he was with the white Aryan brothers in the penitentiary. They'll die for him.
Okay. Oh, really?
Well,
Was he like a big
well,
deal in penitentiary?
how would you say if you got LSD or you got something that everybody wants, you control it.
I got you. I hear you. I
Okay.
hear you. I got you.
It's
Well-
like if I had a whole pound of dope right now, I could control, or whatever. I mean, bale of hay or whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
You got power.
Yeah, if you got a bale of hay, everybody
you
got
a
cows
bale
and
of
they ain't got no hay.
everybody eyes and-
No, the last
Yeah.
the last thing I want to say, you don't got to talk about anything personal, but you said that you went back, you was working for the jails out here. What was how bad were the cops? Were cops really racist back then, really bad, or was it just
Well, I put it like this, man. Let me tell you something. When I was over there working at the 911 building, they was nice to me. But sometimes I would see them, like, some little guy say he shot himself in the back of the car over there. You remember that? That happened? And I was there when that happened.
they shot somebody in the back of the car?
But he said
They got a whole documentary on it.
dude was
Yeah.
handcuffed. Okay, if you got him handcuffed, how could he shoot himself in the back up here?
Wow. Okay.
Sugartown is the name of the documentary,
Okay.
and that's what he's talking about.
But I mean, I watched that. I used to watch him bring white in, sometimes beat up white people too, but I mean, mostly blacks.
Did you seem like that's a level of like abuse of power? You thought, oh, they really.
I mean, you know, how they say, if you're white,
You're right.
you're right. But if
yeah.
you're black, you're still black.
You never heard that before.
I heard that.
I knew he was gonna hit
I'm
you with
from
a
old
gym.
school. I can hit you with some shit that you don't even, heard of. Because like I said, I lived in Hollywood for 13 years, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
After I left playing basketball, I went play for, I played ball for, like GMC.
And then my last thing I would ask, then, was there anything you would change about your basketball career, knowing that what you know now? Because obviously you said you would go to a different school. But besides that, was there anything else that you would change?
Well, I wish I could have made it for New Iberia. Because,
Okay.
like, I see my cousin Tyra's. See Tyra's mama and my mama's sister, Tyra's daddy, and my daddy's brother. So 2 sisters married, 2 sisters. But he kind of doing something, to, lift up, like my boy Maceo, people like that, I don't look up to him, but I see
You like
Appreciate
they
it.
recognize, because I can go to that man's place, not to say because he give me, but he do that all the time. He know my little son like hamburger, french fry. When we come over there, he got him a big old burger, french fry, and he don't charge us nothing. But I'm,
And he do that for my nephew. Yeah.
But I mean, he always tell us to come over there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, see, that's what you call real people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like my final question, you say you found when did you find God? And now
Well, I
going
knew
from
God.
everything-
I knew God all my life.
yes sir.
But when I was out there in the streets, with 2 peas in the beef, coma, powder blood, I did some things, that, wasn't of God. But I still believe in God. God is my savior.
Okay.
I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for God.
Yeah.
I know that.
I got a song to sing.
He was gonna let you spit your game out. I told him about that.
You want me to stop you?
You can stop.
Yeah,
You
now,
wanna- you wanna-
now watch. Go ahead, spit your game.